Hello and welcome back to Runner's Fortune and the Wrath of Sypetia. And joining us once again, we have got Nick playing Casper, Zach playing Cav,
hello,
Jamie playing both Mist and Gwenira, and Nick's Dungeon Master. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like this content, it really helps us out a lot. Do you have any announcements today?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Perfect. All right, then we will get jumping right in. I believe we had some wounds that we had to deal out from you guys' last encounter. I believe Casper is getting 1 and Cav is getting 2.
Yep.
So each of you go ahead and start off by rolling a d10 for your first wound.
3.
3. All
Hazy
right.
vision.
Yes, hazy vision. Your perception skill is halved.
No. I don't agree with that. Why is that a formula? Well, maybe it's not. DC check 35.
I think I'm deaf.
What did you get, Nick?
7.
7. Yep, you are deaf.
I do
Right.
feeling, but I'm not sure if that's going to be.
So somehow that just makes sense.
Hours with rest and a DC of 20 healing.
Oh, DC of 20?
For, yeah, and then
with a 1 day of rest. Yeah,
12 hours of rest for hazy vision.
Mm-hmm. And then, Zach, for Cav, now roll another d10 for your second wound.
Does that go to the bottom?
No, that's only when you've maxed out your wound limit. Uh-oh.
What's going to happen? I'm so scared.
What did you get?
So how does this work if I have true sight? I got blinded.
It doesn't actually affect you. You are blind, but you essentially have blind sense, so you can see.
I just see Arcana. Everybody's Arcana then.
You're like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to very well make out someone's features specifically.
I mean, this is perfect. My perception checks are halved, and I'm blinded. So
you're basically a less practical Daredevil.
You're going to start bumping into walls, and it's going to be hysterical.
No, but he's got true sight, which is the even higher version of blind sense. So he's like Daredevil on a couple steroids.
acid. I can see everything, but at the same time, I can't.
It's
I believe that's a paradox.
So, in order for Cav to get rid of your
1 day of rest, right? 24 hours of...
Yeah, to get rid of your hazy vision, you can either just rest for 24 hours, and you're good to go. Your hazy vision is gone. Or you can rest for 12 hours, and someone, including yourself, can attempt a single DC 20 healing check. Or you can heal it outright with 1 successful DC 35 healing check.
For hazy vision?
For hazy vision.
Yeah.
For both blind and deaf, for the two of you,
You got deaf.
you can either rest for 3 days, at which point you would be cured of both your hazy vision and your blinded.
Okay, so
They do not stack. It's whatever.
So I wouldn't have to rest for 4 days.
Correct.
Just...
Not 4 days. It would just
cool.
be. Yep. Or you can rest for 1 day with a single check and a successful DC 30 healing check, at which point, once again, you would heal both of them.
Okay. Okay, so because you meet the criteria for the other one as well.
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, so you would essentially have both of them for the entire... I mean, you would only have the first one for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then for the remaining 12 hours, you would then be blinded.
So, without resting...
Yep.
How long would this last? And so it would just be permanent. Like if we
Correct.
didn't... Okay. All right.
Correct.
Oh.
Yep.
So there's
now,
not like
you could theoretically a month from now in game say, all right, now I'm going to take my 3 days rest, and you heal it. You just have to, at some point in the rest of your character's life, rest for 3 days in a row.
So
You can't go for a week and say, I've rested half a day 6 times now. That's
no. So would you consider, like, if we have a long road of travel and we're just walking, we have no engagement with combat?
walking, no. With a cart that you can rest on, absolutely.
Okay. So it's no strenuous at all
Absolutely.
activity. It's literally you can't move
Correct.
unless you're in a car.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, like, if you're on a ship and you're like, I'm going to get up for a meal, going to eat the meal and go back to my... Okay, sure, yeah. But
No, that's understandable.
yeah.
Because you got to eat. Well,
Right.
okay. Now, let's say, for
Now you have to
instance,
lay there. Feed me.
I can see somebody doing that.
so let's just say, like, for instance, I chose not to do 24 hours of rest for the 3 days, and I take another wound and I roll a 6 again. You can't get double blinded, so would that just be you roll the dice again until you get a new wound?
Yes.
Okay.
Until you have maxed out the number of wounds, at which point you will just... for some of them, you can get multiples of. Like,
I don't think you can get more blinded.
You can't get more blinded.
You must now gouge your eyeball out.
But it would... So actually, sorry.
I'm super deaf.
You wouldn't continue rolling. It would increase by another increment the amount of time you'd have to rest.
Okay, so in
You
that
are
case, it would
damaging
be
your eyes further.
It would be-
But
it would double the amount of stuff.
correct.
Would the DC go? I'm assuming the DC would go up, or would the DC stay the same?
The DC would say the same, just the rest.
But you would only lose one of the stat. Basically, if I blinded times 2,
Yeah.
DC's 42. I roll a DC surprisingly in healing on a 42. I lose one of the
one of the blinds.
blinds, but I still have the other one.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, you would save against each one individually.
These are all questions that are going to be asked.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We haven't dealt with wounds much, especially not with the new system of wounds. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for something like that, you have to save against those cumulatively instead of
Okay.
concurrently.
Cool.
So how does deaf work for me? Do I just have to operate with hand signals basically?
Yeah,
Like okay.
Communicating into someone's mind, reading lips.
I think you have a circlet. I think we gave you a circlet.
If you should have one, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can communicate telepathically with each other because you do have the circlets from Cabin Mist.
Okay.
But he starts talking, who's talking right now? What? That's what you get for firing your gun in a hallway so many times.
Close quarters, large round. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He made goggles. He forgot to make earmuffs. First city we go to, earmuffs.
And
Hey, that was my patron's fault. She forgot to put headphones in the earmuffs in the
Your
mask.
free goggles. What about earmuffs? No, you gotta go to with a different patron.
That's extra.
ears are a different realm of special.
Who
Now,
needs one?
while deafened, all perception checks are halved and at disadvantage. Same with blinded.
Ooh.
So I just have 0 perception right now.
No, you are still just halved,
Okay.
but you're also at
It's
disadvantage.
double disadvantage.
So,
Take the worst of the two worsts.
Roll 3 dice. And whatever you get.
Take the shittiest one.
so yeah, that's how the wounds work.
Ooh.
Thank goodness we have the circlets.
Yep. Any other questions about wounds right now?
No.
All right.
There's no way I could get rid of hazy vision with I have an 8 healing. I couldn't even do it with a natural
Like
20.
I said, I have a 15 healing.
No, I know. It's just like I was, because I'm not in the same room as you guys. I was like, oh, I can maybe attempt to heal this. No, I can't. Because even with a natural 20, I'm at 28.
I feel you, dude. I only have a 7, so I'm right there with you.
That's one of those garbage stats, and I think I only have a 1 in that skill tree anyway.
Y'all are screwed when Ira is your person with the highest healing.
Well, what's Oz? Is he's still here? It's up tomorrow.
He doesn't care.
Peace out, I'm out. Thanks for letting me out.
The wolf is blind.
All right.
Oh, God.
Shall we jump into the session then?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, no, I have a 4 in that one because it's a practice skill. It's still a garbage stat for me. It's an 8.
Where we last left our adventurers, you all had been inside of a prison just outside the city of Sypetia.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes.
well, you were able to get out of your cells eventually. You
Some faster than others.
Yep. At which point, Gwynaira just pieced out and was like, I'm out. I'm just gonna keep going. Bye, guys. No, I like Miss. I'll go back and get Miss. You guys fought a version of a gelatinous cube.
Yep.
Without all your stuff. And then you guys fought a Behir, a servant to dragons that was guarding this castle, this prison. And, well, as one does, you transformed it into a bunny, you picked it up and curled it in your pelt, and when it came back, Cav grabbed hold of said bunny and blinked it out of existence into its into a pocket dimension, where it will eventually slowly
pulling bunnies out of hell.
I didn't pull a bunny. See, we should have put a hat where it was, so when it popped up, we could have pulled it out of the hat.
See, as I was going home, I thought of way other ways I could have scared the shit out of that bunny, and was. Yeah.
And that is where you all are right now.
Yep.
What would you like to do at this point?
Well, I know we discussed exploring the rest of the prison real quick.
Yeah. Now the prison is healing itself, correct?
Correct.
From all of the chaos that has ensued.
Yep. And in fact, it has now finished. It is all finished repairing itself. It was a very quick repair.
Is there any This is a stupid question to ask with my character, but I don't give a shit. Is there any magical essence that is just we can just feel it permeating from? Okay. Is it evil in nature?
Yes.
No,
it's not
okay.
evil
Okay.
in nature.
Did we determine?
Sorry, excuse me, we'll let Joe did a.
Did we determine that the reason why there was such a massive time jump was because of the circlets, or because of the amount of time consecutively we were here in the prison?
You believe it was because of the shackles that you were put in.
Okay. So time, as of right now, seems to be moving at a normal pace that we can tell.
So, yes.
And Az went back to normal.
Oh, that's right. He did. That's right. Okay.
He did de-age. His wings are not back, but he did de-age. So.
Do I need to go to my picture that I drew of him and erase the wings?
No.
I need to finish
Maybe.
this.
I have to ask: is your what was his name? The Tassel Man? Is he still here? I don't think that was. I don't think. Yes.
Jesus, because it's a spoof off Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
Is he still here?
I think so.
Yeah, you didn't dispel him.
No. And I think
He's still
he's
here
here for as long.
He's still waiting to go back to finish his.
For half of your.
Did you change that?
I did, because I think that was the only one that missed getting half of. All the rest of them said half of. I believe. So all of them are half of your.
Okay, they're all half.
Skill. Yeah.
I mean, all of the ones I currently have just say potency.
Okay, yeah, no, it is
half of.
It is half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which my potency, which is still like 24 hours.
Right. Exactly.
I'm sorry. It's 41, so 23 and a half.
So 23. Everything rounds down. I don't.
You don't do half hours.
No. And I don't round up against the players and round up against me, or round down against me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Somebody. Not calling anybody out, but somebody.
Well then, did we want to see if we could figure out where the magic on this island is coming from?
Well, I mean, you think the magic is coming from all of it itself. You think that this entire prison is an enchanted structure.
Okay.
You don't think that you would be able to just
Blow it up.
find an item and blow it up.
Bummer. I mean, we should still potentially, we still want to
We can explore some.
see if there's anything else in this prison before we leave, right?
Yeah, the top part we haven't explored yet.
Should share my screen. That one. Nah. Okay. DM says, nah, there's nothing here worth exploring.
No, there's not. We
I
can
don't
just
know.
leave.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, like, peeking around real quick, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you guys wander around, you do find...
There's no wandering. It's just Cav thumping down the hallway real fast. Thump, 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 thump.
You do find another 10 cells past yours. Each of them with skeletons that have been shackled in the same way as you guys were in them.
Probably no use checking them for anything, right?
You would find it highly suspect,
Yeah.
based on how you guys were brought in.
Okay, hang on a second. Are there shackles still attached to their skeleton remains? Do you think we should take some?
We don't know how to open them.
Force.
They are a magical item that will not work.
If I put my hand like this and it's a bracelet, force, just break their arm and then ta-da! I'm gonna take some.
If you want to go for it, they might not leave the island, but I guess we'll find out.
I mean, oh wait, I
You had
can't.
them placed on you before you got to the
Oh, I guess that's
Yeah.
true.
So how does dispelling work on my claws if I touch them?
I mean, only if you're actively using
If I'm
it.
thinking, okay. I would just like to grab.
You won't just accidentally use any enchantment
Hey.
that you happen to touch.
I mean, that would be
Otherwise-
hysterical.
Sunflower and Moonfang would kind of be in trouble right now, wouldn't they?
That's true.
No, I don't touch them with my claws. I palm them. I'm using my mouth with them.
Actually, the spelling is on your teeth, so...
Can I just take 2 sets of shackles?
Sure.
Just the arm ones?
Just the arm ones?
You don't want to take the full set?
No, I'll take the full set. That's fine. I'll take 2.
Might as well.
I mean, even if not, they're still shackles. We can do something to them to make them stick together.
Yeah, that's fair.
How much do 2...
Each set weighs half a pound.
Ha
I was going to say, ye old super glue.
Shackles.
Shackle the shackles together.
2, 1 pound.
No, 2.5.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
You're right. And I would note that these are the magical ones, not just regular shackles, because regular shackles do exist that you can purchase it.
I know, but magical shackles.
No, I'm just saying in your inventory, so you don't go buy shackles and then forget which one is which shackles.
You were saying maybe label these ones as magical
Because we don't know what Cav does in the bedroom.
Somebody does. I believe there's a tiefling out there who definitely knows what Cav does in the bedroom.
Well, yeah, but she's not going to tell us if he wants shackles in the bedroom or not.
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know.
He got him to play fair. She's very powerful. He's got to bring her down a peg or 2.
Something tells me that's not what happens, but sure.
Probably also the dark elf that knows how Cav is in the bedroom.
Cav is everything else normally, but in the bedroom with Voorhees, he is definitely a bottom, 100%.
talking about Screel?
No.
That would be funny though.
Oh, the tiefling from.
Sister from.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot I defiled Naki's sister.
Defiled? I'm sure she was already deflowered.
She was well and
Oh, well, yeah.
There's a lot
Well
of
beyond that.
there was a lot of howling in that one, if I remember correctly.
There was.
It wasn't quiet.
No.
That's right.
No.
I was trying to remember the tiefling. I forgot.
We were all in the other room going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, the rest of this prison, there's not really anything in there, is there?
That's correct.
So I guess it's time to flee. Let's get the hell out of here.
Want to teleport again? I mean,
You want to put us in bags again?
only 2 people, but it's almost instantaneous.
Are we gonna teleport? Okay, where are we going?
Obviously not Sypet. That was a fucked up problem there.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
we
say,
came up. We
gonna show up in Sypet and then suddenly get pulled back to the island?
No, what we do is we just when we get to Sypet, we're just like, hey, we found something in that prison you sent us to, and then they're so busy with the here that we just run away.
Here, do you want a present from your prison?
When we get, it's the island all over again. No, I mean we can teleport.
The ultimate jail cell. They can't escape. They keep going back.
No, I mean we came in. I believe last time we had the map up, we came in at the northern part of the nation of Sypet.
Of the city.
Yeah, the nation, right?
Yeah.
So we could teleport up there, and I believe that there is on our map for the locations of the pillars. There's one up near the top. So we could go there, and then work our go to a city that's up there, then work our way down. But we don't have to. It's just an option, and it's a quick option to get us off here, almost instantaneous. Because I think I asked where this island was in relation, and you said it's not even on the map. So we don't really know where we are in relation to on the map. So if we
you know that if you were to walk out of here, Sypet's just beyond.
I wouldn't, because I'm blind.
Fair enough. The rest of them would know that Sypet is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a smartass because I have the blind wound. Okay.
Be like trying to talk to one person who can't hear us and the other person just can't see.
We need to go that way. No, we need to go that. No, it's that way. I swear to you, it's that way.
So how does that work with Cab? Can he, like when he's teleporting, if he can't see?
No, it's just I know where I'm going because I've been there before.
Correct.
So I don't think that has anything to do
enough.
with vision.
Yeah, you have blind sense.
Yeah. Okay.
If you didn't have blind sense, you would be in much more trouble. But
so where were you thinking? You wanted?
I was just thinking because that one, I believe that there is a pillar up north. I think. No, there's not. No. Okay, but that's where
theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, that is where we came in from. We have not been to, from my understanding, we haven't been to the right side,
correct.
And we haven't been down below. We've only been to where the X is, where we destroyed it. So our only option is back to Sypet, which is probably not a good idea, or up north.
Now,
would it just be faster to take
you are
a boat?
also fairly confident in the knowledge that the trap that they set for you was a pretty powerful trap. The amount of time that it would take to reset said trap would be quite some time.
Okay.
As well as far as they know at the moment, you all are in prison. So why reset the trap?
So I mean, we can go
as just a point that you all would be familiar with.
The teleporting was just get us to our next location fast. We can take a boat. I'm good with that. It's just it's instantaneous travel.
Yeah, it's just we would have to travel anyway if we went north. We would still have to walk or take a cart.
Yeah, I get that. It just was getting us from point A to point B fast as opposed to taking a boat and then having to go. In the destination, the travel time is roughly going to be the same as whether we want to spend it on the water with people who might not know how to work a boat. And even if there is a boat here, or on foot. I mean, I'm all for... It doesn't matter to me. I was just saying that's an option we have. Teleporting.
Right.
But if people don't want to go in the bag, that's fine.
I mean, I'm saying this in the circlet too because I think I've already put together. I'm deafened right now, but
he's over there.
I mean, based off, if we know that the trap's not set and they think we're in prison, I mean, why would they think we'd come back even if we did escape? So we would kind of have an element of surprise going back to Sypet.
True. I mean, I think really the discussion is how do we get there? Do we just teleport?
/ where are you going next?
Yeah, if we're going back to Sypet, teleporting is fine. And I thought we had discussed waiting to go back to Sypet because that's the seat of power, and so the pillar there is probably one of the stronger ones.
That's true.
Good point.
I do remember.
Do any of you two have the ability to get us close to the pillar that's near the coastline on the east side?
I don't think so.
No. I guess could we roll a luck check to see if either Mist or Cap have been to Bolaton before?
I would say it's very unlikely that either of you has, because you haven't spent much time in Sypet. Other than the assassination of the king, that was your prime point of coming to Sypet. Now, we'll also remind you, one of you does know a captain with a fast ship.
I know.
And where said ship oftentimes is docked.
I feel like you're withholding information.
Nah. I mean, how do I can't get into contact
You do.
Raya, though.
You have a communication stone.
I don't think Gwenira has it, unless you can...
Yes, you do. Wink, wink. Wink, 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 wink.
But on that island...
That's... Okay.
Of which you all know that location.
Yes.
I guess that's fair. We could go back to the island.
Go back. I know. But it makes...
Okay, so let's teleport back to the island. We'll just pretend like Gwenira mentioned this information, because Oz knows the Raya too.
Yeah.
So, technically...
Well, is he coming with us? What is Oz's plan? We can ask.
His plan is actually to go back to the island right now, because he needs to rest.
Fair.
And he may even head back to... No, he won't head back to Della right now. But
all right, Az, in the bag.
I mean, so we could do that. We could teleport to the island, and then we could take a boat up towards...
That's probably the best option, because the Raya ship is going to be our fastest way to get to any...
That's fine.
And then we can go back. We'll go to Bolaton and head to the one that's over there. Yeah?
Yeah, that's totally fine with me. Because I believe Tomoko's... We know where her location is, right?
you know where her...
It's what nation it is in?
Yes.
Up over here in Exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be that person. I'm not going to be. But on the map, the distance going to the southern ones is actually going to be less. It looks like travel time will be less than going to the ones to the west. You see that?
I mean, yeah, and we could go to the one that's down below, but we want to...
It's probably...
Or is it the same distance?
I mean... It's close.
And we also have to keep in mind
I can
that
measure
the
the
red
exact
dust
distance
might
for you,
still
but
kill.
it's close. I
Okay,
would say...
so let's just stick with our regular plan then.
Okay.
Everybody in the back.
You guys need to fix the teleportation setup. Oz will begrudgingly climb into the bag.
No, I seem to like it. It doesn't inconvenience me at all.
Gavin's like, this is fine.
The guy who doesn't use magic gets to control magic and teleport around the world. Yes, he finds this amazing. And everybody else has to suffer at his whim.
I got this for like a second.
We're in the back. I'm going to rest for about a day now. Kidding.
Some of them will have suffocated.
Good thing you got that resurrect body spell.
Yeah, one of the ones in the bag.
I'll just take it next time I level up. It'll be fine. Let me roll.
And they are vacuum sealed, so they wouldn't decay for quite a while.
Jeez.
Oh god.
Alright, so not gonna do that. I'll teleport us to the island.
Alright. Sounds good.
Yeah, Mist will follow.
And then we can get there and I just dump everybody up.
So as you arrive back at the island, whenever you do see that the Raya is still in the harbor.
Is it rocking?
Nah.
They had a falling out.
No, I think he took one of the boats. I think he was captain of a boat or something. He got one of the boats.
Didn't he take the big one?
I think he was given the big one by
He was given the big one.
He
Yeah.
was.
Alright, so this
Is that one still in the harbor?
That one is not.
Makes sense.
So, I guess we get Oz settled in somewhere to rest.
Felix and Xander are happy to help Oz get situated.
So Oz is staying here, right?
Yes.
Oz is staying.
Yeah. Okay. He can have my bedroll.
Real quick, before we go to the Raya, Gwenira's gonna ask Felix and Xander, or anybody, I guess, but Felix and Xander, if they've met anybody who's a healer around the islands.
They have not.
Bummer. Alright, to the Raya. Bye, guys.
Hang on a second.
Bye.
Hang on a second. Fuck. Which one was it? This one. Gotta be that one. Yeah, it's that one. I have so many freaking different files for him because of the many different.
So many character sheets, so little time.
I'm so glad.
Confusing.
I'm so glad I labeled them the way that I did. Like the most recent one is Felix V4 version 4.
I just deleted all the versions.
Nah. Where is it? No, I forgot that I reclassed him. Never mind then. I was looking at his healing thing. What is Xander's healing, Nick? Do you have that file?
I have it. I just don't have it pulled up. Give me a second.
Trying to.
I mean,
No.
I don't care about the right now. It would be to have someone come with us who's a dedicated healer.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Yeah.
Which, if one of you wants to play your other character again, that's great. But otherwise,
I'd have to
no.
level him up to 16. Then I could play him as a bard. He's gone through his goth stage. He's done.
I mean, I know a certain little red tiefling that could do really well, but someone's got to go find her.
Mine when she was not a frontliner. Naki thought she was a frontliner.
Yeah, that got her in trouble.
Oh, well. But anyway, alright.
So,
Before we get distracted on the island,
Yeah,
I was going to drag us over to the Raya.
so after talking with Captain Raya and seeing where you want to go, she lets you know that it'll probably take you about a day and a half to get there, which is pretty damn quick.
Do we have to leave at night? Or could we leave now?
You could leave now. Following question: do you want to leave now? Or does
Do we
anybody
want to sleep for days?
for a few days?
Oh, I'm just...
I mean,
So, let me ask you this. Could we essentially rest for a day and a half, walk to get on the boat, and rest the other day and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's
but
a good option.
Here's the
That's
thing.
not strenuous and draining, like going on a 70-mile hike.
Can we just, pretend that we rested a day and a half? Because if we actually play this out, we're never leaving this fucking island.
No, he just wants to know. We're gonna hit the fast forward button and just explain. Yes, we rest for a day and a half, and then we're gonna get on the boat.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you guys rest, relax, eat a little food, hang out for
Drink a lot of tankards
a day
and just
and a half.
continue to put them on the floor.
And then for the Raya, you travel for another day and a half. And you arrive at the city of Bolaton. Unlike the port outside of Opping that you guys had, that Gwenira had arrived at, Bolaton is a full city out on the water, or out at the edge of the water. And as the Raya begins, as you approach and you get to see this, all of your wounds have now healed, so you two are back up to full functioning status. Any power points, health points,
Luck points.
luck points that anyone has used, make sure you regain all of those.
He's gonna make us fight.
It's fine.
And so as you're pulling up as you're approaching this city, it's got a massive wall that comes out into and across the water. And there is a sea gate that is currently blocking the way. It's closed. As you're looking at this city, it's got 4 tiers heading up, slanting away from the water and going up towards a solid hill, not a mountain, but a solid hill that it is protruding from as it comes out and a little bit across the water. It's made entirely of a white stone, and it is quite impressive, you've got to say. As you approach, a couple small ships come out to meet you all.
Port Authority.
Yeah.
What are you smuggling? Nothing. Smuggling nothing. Just
Not
massive amounts of cheese, baby.
No, certainly, officer, not important amounts of Gouda.
Raya slows, raises its sails, and you can see these ships that come up beside you. While definitely far smaller than the Raya, they are laden with people with lots of weapons. And as you all are looking at them, you realize every single one of them has got a gun. Much more similar to Mist's tri-barrel handgun. Not the same tri-barrel mechanism, and none of them are small, but they look more similar to that than the polished sleekness of Casper's guns.
I think he just insulted your gun.
No.
No, Mrs. got more barrels.
And Mist also, remember, took it off a dead body.
Yeah.
So, yes,
I was just
no, it
giving
is
you
not a
shit.
fancy gun. I
just
didn't get
giving
it
you
from the
shit.
gods. Mist looks at it. Hey, any deities up there want to give me a cooler looking gun?
Vulcus, wait.
Hold up.
Hey,
Hold up, let her cook.
make that very pretty. You also,
You have a smithy? Is that what you said?
no, Smith, who could make that pretty.
A smith. Okay.
Probably. You also have, someone who seems to be very, very, very well versed in shadow magic, seeing as when you walked in, half of you passed out immediately just from the shadow energy in her shop.
I didn't go in that shop.
Nope.
I stayed outside.
Notice they would have been dragging an unconscious cat back out.
That wouldn't have been easy.
Would have been funny.
Then the other ones would have passed out from trying to carry it.
Yeah. Mist is like, I am not helpful in this situation.
Best fucking nap Cav ever had. Only he gone in the store. Hey, we can teleport back there anytime.
Yeah, we can. And you can constantly get your head smacked on rocks as we drag you out the door, but then we put it
I wouldn't
away.
go in there. I would go collect my money from Davork. He owes me 60% of whatever he sells.
He's not there anymore.
How do you know?
They franchised
don't
out.
know.
He might
Anyway.
he might have a teleportation ring too.
I mean, he could. I wouldn't put it past him, I suppose. And then he would use it to run away from you.
Nah, he's my best friend.
So, the two ships pull up beside you. All the guns trained on you all.
Meow.
Ahoy!
Good day.
Shit.
Got anything to declare?
Hello?
What do we need to declare?
Raya comes on over the edge. Nah,
We're just making it
not today, Samuel. Just a couple of passengers. And she just nods to her first mate, who's still... Gwenara has seen, but is still just completely cloaked and covered.
Yep.
Phil,
Throws a large leather pouch on down. Catches it. Have a good day, Raya. You too, Samuel. And the two ships depart, and they raise the sea gate, and the Raya slides on in. Welcome
what is
yours?
to the city of Bulleton.
What is Raya again? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Red tiefling?
Yes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What was that about, Raya?
What? Oh. Little bride. No biggie.
But why did they have so many weapons?
Because they, like to kill smugglers, pirates, me.
Ah.
Well, minus the killing part, the killing of smugglers part, these are my people.
Pulls up to one of the wharfs, ties off, throws a plank down. Alrighty, here you are. Do you gonna need pickup anytime soon, or
Nah.
shall I go about my ways?
I think we should be okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it should be good.
I'll pick up a little cargo while I'm here.
Probably not the worst idea.
I think I've got some stuff I can trade for it. Or just take. I'll figure it out.
Just don't get caught.
Would like to point out there's probably like 25 just empty tankards on the bow of her ship. Just
She looks at it. I think I might go to get a copper for each of those.
Why aren't you selling your tankards?
because they're easier just to leave them around the floor.
Lazy cow. Lazy. Well, I guess we go down the plank.
As you head down the gangplank, a boy, probably in his mid-teens, dressed in a simple vest and half pants, runs on up to you with a ledger. Hi guys. Welcome to the grand city of Bulleton. And who might I be addressing today?
I lick them.
And your name, sir?
I lick them again.
Is he magical?
No, I was just licking him.
Well, I know, but I'm asking because you looked at me. Is he tongue tangling?
No, it's just salty
Okay.
and sandy a little bit.
It is quite salty. His skin is supremely salty.
The name Sir Licks-a-Lot.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
It is now.
I lick him again. And I give him a silver piece.
Sir Licks-a-Lot it is. And the rest of you? Are you all part of just the family Licks-a-Lot?
Yes.
Distant cousin of the family dog.
So, Sir Licks-a-Lot and family. Just snaps the book. Closed. Welcome again to the grand city of Bolotan. Might I, what's your business? How can I direct you all?
You speak. Points to Casper.
Why me?
You insult me by saying you're far relative of the family dog. You should be
I'm not.
to be in my presence.
In your presence.
Still smiling.
We're just passing through. Maybe.
Do you
what he said.
require lodgings, accommodations, travel provisions? Any directions I can give? I would be
What's that?
happy to do so. It's mid-afternoon.
I mean,
Find some
do we
lodging?
need to stay the night, or do we want to just... How far away?
Is there anything you want to do in Bolotan? This is a pretty big city. You guys have a lot of unknowns as far as where you're going, what you're doing.
Well, okay, so new city, Cav's gonna look for the oddity shops.
Okay.
Is there any
At-
tall buildings near us?
Directly near you, all of the buildings around you are all exactly 1 story tall.
That won't work.
Then there is a wall just past them, about 25, 30 feet. Beyond that, you
I
can
don't
see
have money to
slanting
spend.
up, growing higher and higher buildings, but everything around you is
Go
single story.
into an inn and send them all to
And-
the office.
And as you're
filch
looking
money
around,
from their
you see
purses.
a lot of different buildings. There's a shipwright over there. There's a number of storage places and trading houses. All the kinds of things you would expect to see in a large port. And let's see. Cabin Mist, you two would know this because you are relatively well traveled by this point. You are both actually a little bit surprised by the size of this for being just upon the Lake of Sypet. You would expect a city like this to be out on the north end of Sypetia, out against the Great Ocean, not just against. This is a massive port and a massive city for this. It dwarfs the actual city of Sypet by leaps and bounds.
But is it, so this is like a trade city.
Yes.
Okay. So we should maybe look for some lodging, most likely.
Yeah, probably not the worst idea.
And then Cav would specifically like to look for, or Sir Licks-a-Lot would like to look for, an oddity shop.
An oddity shop. What are you looking for? I can't quite say we have an oddities store.
Magical items and things of that nature.
Ah, a magical item store. Well, I can certainly help you with that. In fact, we have Enchanter's Row. Something we are quite proud of here in the city. And,
I lick him again.
Thank you, sir.
Emphasis on the walls.
And it is, if you head through the gate, and he gestures over towards the gate into the wall, you head down 4 streets, make a right. It's going to be just a little bit ahead of you. You can't miss it.
say we head there first.
Sounds good to me. Where from that direction would be lodging?
Well, what are you looking for? We've got the King's Inn up in the second square from the top, and that is one of the finest lodgings you're going to find in the entirety of Sypet, if I do say so myself. And it's certainly the finest lodging in Bulaton. And then down in the next tier, there's a number of different inns, all catering to every shape and size of clientele. And then we've got the slums and their lodging, if you wanted something on the less expensive side, but also the how shall we say, the less inquisitive side. And certainly that's certainly an option. You're looking for anything? And he just slides the book behind his back and a little less on the market.
Explain?
She's got this last option.
Insight to see what he's trying to imply?
You all are quite aware that he is implying something illegal.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, kid. What's this last option?
Oh, you want to go to the place that's something shady?
Well,
okay.
he's not necessarily saying some, but he's asking you if you would like to participate in something
Illegal.
That he may have a job.
No.
I mean, Quinira, I guess, is going to lean in and be like, can you explain a little more? Because there's some kinds we might be okay with and some others that we're not.
Well, just let me say that if you head into the house right over there, and he just kind of nods a little bit with towards one of the trading houses. Go down to the basement. Tell him that Ollivander sent you, and
he's gonna sell wands when he grows up.
They'll let you see the list.
Try insight check him.
Go right ahead.
It's just my insight skill, right?
Correct.
That's 21.
Okay. This kid is shady as fuck, but you think he's on the level about his shadiness.
He knows he's shady.
How tall is he?
5'7".
How much does he weigh?
Probably $120.
Cool.
Wet.
I'm gonna pick him up and take him into the shop with me.
I wasn't saying I was coming with. I've got more people I need to greet. What?
I'll lick him again.
Where are you looking? Like his face, his ankles? How are you carrying this child?
So, like this,
Oh.
basically by his shirt and just holding him, and as he's squirming and talking, I lick him. And it's one of those, your mouth is open, my tongue ends up in his mouth. There's just no control. Just Ollivander, you said?
Yes.
You're not messing with me, right? Because people who get on Sir Licks-a-Lot's the bad side pay the price.
Not messing with you.
And I will flick out Sunflower in my other hand, and I'll put it on my waist, and I'll switch over to this one, and I'll put him in the pocket dimension, then bring it right back out.
Show off.
Miss, is he always like this?
Yes, he is.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Somebody understands my pain, finally.
You travel with this?
So we good?
I try not to travel with him alone.
Yeah.
Not.
Valid.
I think you'll continue to come with us until we figure out everything that's going on in this. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
The poor kid shit his pants.
No?
A little pee.
No? You did good.
I guess we're not going to that Enchanter's Row now.
The book off of his back?
Sure. Are you telling Miss to do that for your...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there might be information on the people we are looking for in that book.
Yeah, I could do that. Mist will sleight of hand.
The book is on his back, like it's physically there,
No,
right?
he's holding it.
Oh, he's holding it behind him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like he strapped it. Okay.
No, he's just holding it behind him as if he was saying, this is the official.
Okay, gotcha.
We're now going unofficial here.
Try to sleight of hand that,
I mean...
if you don't mind.
Book.
No.
No? All right.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
He's going to notice if suddenly his hands no longer have a book.
No, you could Indiana Jones that shit. Put something else in his
Do
hand.
you have a very large book to substitute with?
I don't.
Yeah.
Damn, if only we had those stone tablets. All right, well, I'm still going into the shop.
Alright, is everybody going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No traps I got to worry about here?
I promise.
How old is he?
He's mid-teen.
15, 16,
You realize you're a
maybe
terrible
even
person.
14.
Yeah, I know I'm a terrible person.
This weekend.
I slapped a guy and killed him in the last campaign because he was talking like he was annoying me.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, you didn't mean to.
What's with you guys and killing or terrorizing kids?
Yeah, weren't you guys the one who killed kids last time?
No.
Specifically, I killed kids last time.
How is this worse?
You did into it. It wasn't me.
I'm just making sure that the person who's telling us to go here is with us, so if anything happens, he's part of the trouble too.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, this kid is part of the country of Sypetia, and based on my my driving force, he's on the list.
Heal. Okay?
He's
Heal for any magical items that come at us in this spot. I know I'm a horrible person. I am not a horrible
Child or not,
person in real life.
on the list.
Alright, so, you all go into the trading house. See, they look up at you from behind the desk. And right back down.
I just hold up the kid. Is that the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I proceed downstairs with the kid.
We're just gonna follow along. I want to see where this goes.
I go downstairs with the preteen.
He's not 12.
The young team.
The young
How
adult. What?
Well, I was gonna ask, how old is this kid?
Makes
Between 14 and 16.
Okay, he's close enough.
He's getting a crash course in scared straight real fast.
You head down the stairs, and it is a full flight of stairs down. And as you get down, the floor is mud. It's quite moist, but it's definitely dirt, mud.
Just keep pausing.
It's not like sloppy mud, but it is wet.
Enough to get the wet dog smell going. Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Ugh.
I can still walk really annoyed across this.
Yes.
When Ira's just gonna hover. She doesn't care.
And you get down, and it's a single room, probably about 30 feet by 30 feet. There's a couple of desks and a table in the middle of the room. And 6 people look up, all men of different races. There's 1 elf, a human, 2 dwarves, a tiefling, and a shade elf.
Should I be prepared? They're all men.
Slide a hand unbutton your shirt.
They all stand up and draw swords as you come down. The one at the table says, "Put the kid down. There doesn't need to be any problems."
I wet William with my tongue and then drop him.
Ollivander, back upstairs with you. He just nods and just quick crawls across the floor and scampers back up the stairs again.
Darn it, I put my pistol to his head in retaliation.
Against who said?
Oh, it was just what I was gonna do if they have the swords drawn on us.
Oh, what do you do at the moment?
Oh, well, not gonna do it. He already ran, so.
Now, you got our attention. We do for you.
Just wanted to make sure that he was on the level. I'm not walking in anything that might get us in trouble.
Can't say I know what you're talking about. What do you mean, get you in trouble?
Well, the last city we were in, we got arrested for no reason.
You were arrested. You arrest records?
No.
Yeah. You already admitted it.
We don't have the records per se.
But I also said that for no reason.
But we do technically have records. It doesn't matter if it's for no reason. We do technically have records.
Listen, he told
Are
us.
you going to show up on a bounty board up there?
Nope.
How big is this room? Okay.
And he looks nervous now.
Scary.
I am going to, because I've gone back to my normal size. For an intimidation tactic, I am going to grow in size.
Okay. He keeps staring you down. He still looks nervous. And he doesn't look afraid of you all. Insight check. From everybody.
Ooh, that 20
Oh.
for Gwenira.
23.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a 12.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out mist. Hold on. 15
That's where I got the one.
for insight.
The intellect.
14 plus 15.
29.
That one.
Alright, so Mist and Gwenira, you both looking at this guy, and based off the questions he's asking and the way that he's asking them, you don't think he's afraid of you. You think that he is more questioning, if I talk to these people and then a bounty hunter comes after them, are they then going to come after me? You guys are pretty certain you're pretty certain you're unlikely to be on a bounty board, seeing as Port Authority looked directly at you all and were able to just accept a small bag of money and leave, versus the sizable bounties that would be placed upon your heads.
That's fair. Gwenira's gonna step in between, and it's okay, boys. You can stop the dick measuring contest. We're not gonna be on a bounty board. They probably haven't even realized we're not in prison yet anyway. We got into the city just fine. You're good.
You mean they realize that we haven't noticed that we've escaped prison yet?
Yeah, they wouldn't notice that we've left the prison yet, probably. I mean, I guess it's been 3 days, so they might. But if so, we wouldn't have been able to make it into town. So, we're not on the bounty board, and we won't be for now.
Was just giving the kid a hard time. Toughen him up a little bit.
And he'll sheath his sword and nod to the others, and they do the same. Now then, I assume that you've come for business.
We have.
How can I be of service?
Well,
Little Ollie up there wasn't clear on what it was, but it was something.
I will summon a tankard full of ale. And is there a you said there's a desk?
There's a number of desks. There's also a full table with chairs around it.
Where are they located?
10 feet from you.
At a desk or a table?
They are all standing up, kind of in the middle of the room-ish. Near desks. This guy's near the table.
I'll put the tankard of ale on the table. There you go. It's not poisonous, I promise.
Take it.
we're friendly. Most of the time.
What was the time on that? 5 minutes that I could summon another one?
Yeah.
Cool. This is gonna be a really long. Just walk over to the table and start pulling out my charcuterie board that I have. Put some cheese on it.
Is this that old one?
You didn't grab any. You didn't grab a nice cask of ale to put into your bag of holding while you were.
Oh, I might have done that.
It sounds like something Cal would probably have done.
It does.
But would he have grabbed a tankard when he has the ability to summon
a
them?
full cask so that he can, in times like this, go. Yeah, I'm going to pour a couple of.
Touche.
Seems
All right.
like something you probably would
Yeah,
have done.
I'll set the mood.
All right, so let's go ahead and add to your. Let's do this. Subtract 4 silver. And add 1 cask of ale to your pack. And you can put it in your bag of holding side so it doesn't count against your weight.
Would that be storage gear?
I would put it in storage gear.
Okay. 1 cask of ale?
Yeah.
Is it never ending?
No.
That's fine. But it's refillable, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you could go somewhere and refill it. Full, as it is basically right now, 150 pounds. And so mark it over there. That way, if you do just start to carry it, you can just swap it over.
Sweet.
So you pour a number of ales in. So he doesn't chug his right away then. He goes,
That one was summoned, though.
that's fine. He doesn't chug it then. He'll wait.
Do you hold on to a couple of extra mugs just so people can have them? Okay.
Yeah.
Just put them in the bag of holding for a while.
So I would assume he probably picked that up at one point in time when like the entire original group was together, so he would have enough. So he's just using it for that. So
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you drinks. Well met.
you gotta teach these young ones early.
And he holds out a hand.
He should have been more careful.
I'll extend my arm.
The giant wolf paw.
I mean,
More along the
he's-
grasp
yeah.
his.
He's a large man.
Is this the human or is this?
Yep, the human.
Okay.
He is 7 feet tall, probably almost 300 pounds. He's a big guy.
So if I remember correctly, I can make this go away. So as we're shaking hands, I will revert back to my normal 10-foot form.
The name's Jacobs. Jeremiah Jacobs. What?
The Jacobs family. Really?
What are you talking about?
And of course you don't.
So for we just go by the Sir Lix-a-Lot family.
That's not our actual names.
Duh.
I appreciate the candor.
Casper's not good at this, is he?
Casper would like to insight check Cav to find out if his real name is Sir Lix-a-Lot.
Oh no, I'm just being a smart ass to him. I'm gonna hold out a hand to Jacobs too. Be like Casper McCullough, nice to meet you.
He's missing the point of illegal activities.
was sheltered child. Gotta play the part.
Just gonna say into the circle and into Casper. Yeah, it wasn't given the real name, so just in case somebody came looking for us, they wouldn't know.
And I'm gonna say back in the circle at bold of you assume that is my actual name.
Good point.
I'd like to insight to find out if that's his real name.
Sure.
Well, the two of them are staring each other down.
It's a 23.
Cool. Yeah, of course it's his real name. Why wouldn't it be his real name?
Yeah. You keep thinking with that certainty, buddy. My 31 insight says otherwise.
But what is a real name? Is it one that the Fae would recognize you by and still drag you to the underworld? Then it's close enough. Sorry.
Damn.
That is your name now. It is your name. It's real enough.
Anyway, we were informed you might have some work.
I do. I've got quite a bit of work, actually. What kind of work you're looking for? You have a ship? Are you smugglers? Are you raiders?
Wouldn't necessarily.
Mercenaries? What are you?
I myself am more of a mercenary. I also fancy myself in a little construction work as well.
I see. And
What is your view on slavery here?
well, I put it this way. While I would never own one myself, some of the things that may pass through under my gaze may or may not be capable of higher thoughts.
Fair. Let's just say, I am not a fan of the bad slave owners.
As I said, I would never own one myself.
Nothing
Nor
against
would
you.
anyone in this room.
It's just if you have anything about any of them, getting rid of them.
I do have a question for you. You said his name was Jacob?
Jacobs.
Jacobs?
Jeremiah Jacobs.
Jeremiah? Is it just the 6 of you, or do you have like a network?
No, there's more.
How far does it... I know this is it might be overstepping, but how far does this network of people that you have reach?
Well past the borders of this country.
So,
In fact, we used to have a branch out in Yamato.
What's the name of your group?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
so
Mrs. asking. Well, what's the name of your group?
I wouldn't say that we have a name, per se.
No?
No. I mean, we're all Jacobs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
what are your... So, I mean, if you have a branch of people all over... We're looking for some stuff that brings us to this nation.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see, it's really only 4 of us.
Item procurement is
It's not really...
distribution is one of our specialties.
It's not really necessarily item, but it's more information.
Okay.
Trying to think... I'm gonna pull out the map that we have. We have one solid map of this, right? It's not broken into pieces?
Correct.
Okay. This is probably overstepping. I'm thinking this out loud, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because nobody in the group has stopped me yet, so...
I'm gonna say in the circlet to Cav real quick. Allude to it, make them say it but don't outright mention the pillars.
Yeah, I know. So, we're looking for something.
It's high concentrations of shadow magic.
All right.
We have located 6 of these. No, 5?
6.
6.
Right, because the
Yeah.
6th was the one on
We've
that.
located 6 of these points of interest. Now, I've done some homework. This group that I'm with has also done some homework, especially the little cat, specifically.
Yeah, I did most of it, thanks.
And from our research, his research in particular, we realize there's 4 that aren't on this map. Now, we do some jobs for you. We scratch your back, you scratch our back. We create a partnership. Your reach extends farther than mine and my party's. But I think that we could be mutual beneficiaries of a partnership. And we might be able to, I have an in with some people in Yamato that we might be able to resurface your collective there. And I also have an in at another neighboring nation as well.
Now, you're talking about partnership. If you're looking to do some jobs for us and we can set some of our information brokers on looking at this for you, whether money changes hands or whether you use the jobs done as collateral against the fees from our information brokers, that's all well and good. As far as a partnership, as you said, there's 4 of you. There's hundreds of us, and I mean no insults, and I mean no disrespect. You say you have connections in these cities, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I can't sit here as the head of this branch and say, yes, let's form a partnership based upon the word of somebody I've just met that maybe you do, maybe you don't have connections that could reestablish us in
Okay.
a prime city.
So let me ask you this. How are your means of travel?
We have many.
Just throw one out there. And I'll show you something if.
Well, we have ships, we have caravans.
Cool. I'm going to extend my hand out to him. I need 2 hours. Just grab my hand.
You will grab your hand.
I'm going to teleport us to Yamato.
Now remember, you can't bring someone with you.
Oh shit!
That's why you have to put people into the bag.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I don't do that. Let me backtrack.
Perfect.
Climb in the bag! No.
Not going to say it like that. Listen. Yeah, there was. We came in here probably not in the. I came in here not in the best way. Just wanted to have some fun with the kid. All right.
I have no issues.
Now.
He's undamaged beyond psychological, which is
So-
perfectly acceptable.
And par for the course in this line of work.
Quite.
I'm going to do something I normally don't do. And I hope that you just met me. I'm going to remove my weapons and I'm going to put them on the table. I normally don't part with my weapons. They normally stay on me at all times. If you would just humor me, like I said, I just need 2 hours. Just get in this bag real fast, and it'll be instantaneous.
Persuasion check.
What are you doing?
I'm going to teleport him to Yawato, get him to
I
Yawato.
know what you're doing. He's asking you, what are you doing?
I have means of getting places almost instantaneously. I can do it.
Teleportation?
Fuck. That's why I fucking asked him what he had.
Well, he doesn't know what context you're talking about. He said, what are your means of transportation? You think he's talking about moving mass goods, not
He can still move
how
mass.
did he travel?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, never mind then. I mean, if he has teleportation, but I mean, I don't know if he would be able to teleport to Yawato instantaneously. I mean, I'm assuming he probably can. Yes, it's teleportation, but I can get you to. How long does it normally take for you to teleport and then teleport back here?
I mean, the teleportation is instantaneous.
Hmm?
Teleportation is instantaneous by its nature.
No matter what.
Yeah, but there's a cooldown period for it. No, never mind. Mine has a cooldown. Never mind. His doesn't.
Not necessarily. It may or may not. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, what my
A lot better served by telling what you're trying to do.
I did. Trying to bring him to Yawato, which
Yeah, tell him what you're trying to do. I know what you're
I
trying
did. I did tell him that after you told me teleportation. I said, I was going to bring you to Yawato.
All right. Why? Why are we going to Yawato?
I have a base of operations for you there. And I would teleport him to the Fort Garthax and basically give that to him.
That's mean.
We have the fucking city.
Mist was living there.
Pretty sure Mist was living at the castle.
I guess he was. At the
No,
school.
Mist was living at the Fort Garth.
Yeah.
No, Mist was at the School of Shadows, living at the School of Shadows.
I mean,
You're right. Most recently, yes.
yeah. Before then, though, Mist was living in the
Oh,
fort.
my bad. I'll give him the whole inner circle then. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't think we have to give him anything.
He could
We
use
just
it
need
as
to
a
show that
yes.
we have connections.
Yes, correct.
To prove we do.
He could
actually
use
have
it. He could use part of it as a base of operation. So I have.
When the hood is gone, we can see if they're.
That's true. That's true. They are gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were part of that battle.
Voorhees took care of them. They're at least not in Yawato anymore.
Well, I mean, the people that were at least fighting there.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't necessarily all of the. I thought it was all the hood, but it might not have been.
No, and the Hood is far outside of Yawato. The Hood's one of the 3 major crime syndicates of the world.
Yeah, no, just if they had abandoned that base.
They may have, they may have not.
So
You guys certainly haven't had any dealings with them, and
We also haven't looked.
right.
okay, figured it out. I have connections with the High Priestess. I believe that's what Raquel was, right?
No, the High Priest was Jasper.
Right.
And
and
then
he's dead.
Yes.
probably Kusiku again. Yeah, Kusiku again.
Yeah.
Took
Although we do still.
the High Priest.
I mean, I have
the court mage,
I have
Raquel.
connections in Yawato where you could essentially
You are a member of Yawato's parliament.
I don't want to show all my cards.
I'm just reminding you. Both of you are members of Yawato's parliament.
I'm really surprised you guys have let Cap go this long without saying anything.
It's a fun train wreck.
It's
only
like
a
watching
train wreck
a
if it doesn't- It's only a train wreck if it doesn't work. If I can get it to work, then that leaves us to go take care of.
Man, if we just offered to pay you, how much would that cost? Or what kind of power could we are you looking for us to prove to you that we are strong enough to do what we claim?
Well, by information broker, I mean, the fee begins at 20 silver. Depends on how much you have to dig for the information. Could go upwards of a few gold, could even reach a couple platinum, depending on the scope of information, how much they have to work. The fee begins at 20 silver.
Is platinum a thing still? Because ours only goes to gold. I just was curious, sorry.
It may go up to a handful of golds, may even end up at a bag of golds. Depends on how much information you're looking at, but it starts at 20 silver and goes up from there.
Now, how many jobs would we have to do to equal for said information?
Well, depends on the job.
That's fair.
Single assassination, depending on the target, assassinations begin at a gold.
Could I hurl you through hell to prove that we have the power to do this?
Well, I mean, he's not second guessing that you have the capability to pull off jobs.
Yeah, not the jobs, I guess.
You guys are talking about being partners to a criminal.
It was more like,
and that's where if you want to amend to not being partners, like just hey, we want to subcontract with you, we want to utilize your services, and then great.
Yeah, I don't think we were meaning like full.
Because that's how he's taking it. How I've been taking it is that you guys want to be
so in my brain. It wasn't necessarily he has his job, his stuff. The partnership was we scratch his back, he scratches us. There's no monetary exchange of goods and services. It's just we help him when he needs help. He gets us this information. So that was my fault. I should have explained it differently.
Got it.
So
now I understand a little bit differently.
Not a partnership.
That's why he's sitting here questioning because 4 people, regardless of how powerful the 4 of you.
This wasn't a Cav to Davort conversation, which was
that's what I was going.
That was I was trying to be very guile, and it just wasn't working.
Now I understand what you're going for.
Sorry.
Just as
We have. All right. How about this? You front 10 silver. I'll front the remaining 10. We'll get in touch with one of our information brokers tonight. I'm going to assume that you're going to need a pretty good one. From the way that you're talking, you're going to need more information than just involving this city. You're going to need some resources.
Yes.
All right. That being said,
Resources connection.
I'm going to need you to put forward 20 silver. I'll put forward the other 20 silver. I've got someone in mind.
So we up to 30 now?
Their starting rate is 40. Their starting rate is 40 silver. You put forward the 20. I'll put forward 20. That'll get you the meeting. I'll sit in on this meeting. Information broking
Gwynair can pay that.
is not my specialty. That's not. But we have the contacts. We know the information brokers. So we'll set up the meeting. The broker will be able to listen, be able to give you a better accurate starting quote for what the cost would actually be. At that point, then we can talk the exchange of goods, services, or other favors rendered in order to settle the difference. Is this amenable?
I think so.
It is.
Very well. Then I shall set up the meeting for tonight. Do you have a location that you would like to meet? Or shall I procure that as well?
We are fresh to town, so we don't really have anywhere.
Very well. Then I will have Ollivander come get you when the meeting is. We've got the meeting set.
Do you just wish us to have the silver ready at the meeting?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we'll pay it directly to the broker, so there's no worries about me running off with your money. I know, you've just met me, I've just met you. Don't know much about each other yet. There's no relationship yet. I'm interested in forging one. You obviously have spoken yourselves to be capable. And I'm always interested in working with capable individuals and with forging relationships with them. So.
Do you have a job here in town? That could be
the trading post.
That could be
No,
taken.
that's not what it means.
Oh.
That could be taken care of before our meeting
Well, wait.
Absolutely.
to
We have,
prove that we are formidable.
we have a number. What kind of job you're looking for?
What do you have? Like, what veins of things do you have?
Well,
What is going to put your mind at ease with us as a group? Dealer's choice.
all right.
As I pull out my casket of ale and fill up his tankard again.
So I can't give you anything that is too large of movement. You don't have access to a ship, and that would take too long anyways. You want something quick.
Correct.
If you are really looking to prove yourselves, you can take an assassination. I'll even pay you. Complete it. Now, I understand. I've been in this business for quite a while. I know assassinations can take time. So here's what I'll do. If you accept, if this is what you want to do, I can also give you a simple snatch and grab. It won't prove as much, but it'll be a start.
What about both?
If you want both, you can have both.
Well, you guys will let me talk. There's a problem.
You can accept. I'll even just give you the job board that I would trust some unknown individuals with.
What do we...
But here's what I propose. If you accept one of the assassinations, then
Our choice.
your choice. Your choice. I'll even give you some basic information about the targets if you want. Whatever you need in order to get yourselves going. You take today. If you decide that you can get the assassination done today, very well, do it. Meet me back here, and I will schedule with the information broker. Otherwise, you tell me how long you're going to need in order to complete the assassination without getting yourselves put on the bounty board. And if you're not on the bounty board by the time the meeting is with the information broker, if you say you need a week, I'll give you a week and a day. And I will schedule with the broker for a week and a day. If the assassination is complete and you're not on the bounty boards by the time of the meeting, then you will have quite proved yourselves. If you're on the boards, meeting's off. No hard feelings. I'll still pay you. You assuming you've completed it and you're on the boards. I'll pay you. And
No risk, no
you'll
reward.
take some time to let things cool down. Certainly wouldn't be averse to continuing a relationship with you. You know, everybody gets on the boards at some point. I've been on the boards no less than a dozen times.
May I ask, is there a reason that these assassinations aren't in the Guild of Assassins?
Well, Guild of Assassins require, and rightfully so, they are an upfront guild. They require certain certain assurances, certain pieces of information, certain qualifications. You can't just place a hit through the guild on any random person. So some people that may just want a rival business out of the way come to us, or to any of the other numbers of groups, and they place it through them. It's considerably more expensive to do it through us than the guild. You get a lot less questions asked.
Understood. And as we look,
everything is above board.
if we look at these, will you give us information if we ask about the people as we look at the board?
Whatever I've got.
All right.
Casper's going to lean forward. What do you got assassination-wise?
Very well. He motions to one of the dwarves who shuffles through the desk, through a couple drawers, and pulls out a stack of parchments. Brings them on over. Flips through them. Pulls out a couple pages. Sets them down. Slides the rest of them aside. And you said you want to prove yourself. So I'm not giving you just some dark worker that skimmed off the top. That'd be too easy. These are in the range that we call our dozen golds. They're going to pay anywhere from 10 to 30 gold pieces. He slides out 8 papers in front of you. Each one has got a drawing of an individual. And has got some very basic information on them. Yeah.
I picked the fourth one.
You just grab the fourth one?
Yeah, I rolled a D8.
Cool. Does anyone stop them from just grabbing the fourth
Yes, I want to at least check this person first. Missed one.
We're gonna grab the-
I was gonna look at. I wasn't taking. I was looking at the information on the sheet.
Okay, yeah, we can all like scan through these papers together. And...
I was just using the dice to determine which one Cav picked up.
Okay. No, Mist will jump up on the table and take a look at the papers. I'll just start with number 1. And Gwynaira will take number 2. Casper, you can have number 3. Just
roll a D8. I'm gonna take number 5.
Fine.
1, 2, 4, 5. Great.
Correct answer was 3.
So, the first one that Mist pulls up is for someone named Caranthe. She's an elf, and the short dossier says that she's the mistress of the Lord, that the Lord is trying, that is starting to speak out a little too much, and the Lord is interested in preserving his family status, and so is looking for this mistress to be removed.
Interesting.
And the pay is 14 gold pieces. Now, as a reminder of the currency system, since you guys are used to golds not being worth that much, in a city like this, 2 to 3 gold would be enough for a family of 4 to live comfortably, quite comfortably, for a year. With 10 gold, a family of 4 could live in almost a mansion for a year. 14 gold, and a family of 4 could afford a small palace. So, just remember that with the gold prices.
Well, these are paying handsomely.
It makes me wonder why they put this one in there. If she's gonna fight back, or if she's got enough protection or something.
The next one, second one, is George.
George.
Jorge. And is a dwarf and an owner of a shipping company. One of his rivals is looking to take him out to be able to take over his business.
I assume we just kind of scan through all of these. We're not actually just looking at the one papers that we picked up.
The pay for that one is 30 gold.
So far, I want to keep looking.
Third is Sable. A tiefling who has fallen in with the wrong crowd and has built up quite a debt for herself. And the officials are actually looking to, this is one that probably could have ended up at the Guild of Assassins, but for whatever reason ended up at this one. She's got a sizable debt, and they're looking for her to be removed so that she's no longer an issue. The rate for her is 12 gold.
What's the name of the first one again?
Caranthe. Caranthe. The fourth is Cristobon, a worgen who is an old battle veteran and rumored to be killing passerbys at night. Price for him is 34 gold.
I want to kill him.
How do you spell his name?
Kristobon. So the fifth is Lysanar, an elf who has been asking too many questions about one of the lords, starting to unveil some dirty secrets.
Kind of image that back in that organ.
Yep, so far he's kind of who I'm leaning for as well.
So the sixth is Marina, a Kelvax, who recently assassinated a noble and has taken over their station. It's a bounty put out by the rest of the family at 30 gold.
Don't care as much about the gold. I mean, sure, money is good, but I care more about why they need to be dead.
So the seventh is Grobat, a Goliath that has lost 4 sets of cargo from his ship for 24 gold. And lost is in quotes.
Yeah.
Since then, he has purchased a mansion.
I would have
Definitely lost.
And the eighth is Gale, a fairy that has conned no less than 10 different nobles out of sizable wealth. Gaelae. Aelae. Fee for that, 28 gold.
So may I ask, with this Worgen that is said to be killing passerbys, is this more of a, if we find someone else is actually doing the killing and take care of them, would that still count, or?
The hit has been placed. Anything to retract the hit would need to be negotiated with that which placed the hit.
I see.
So, if you find that someone else is doing it, then you could attempt negotiations with the one who placed it through us, of course, if we decided to act upon that. I'll say it's not common.
I see.
It's been placed. People are typically going to want it to be followed through.
Okay. Where are y'all leaning?
Oh, Worgen.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Alright, I think we're in agreement.
Very well. Now, he's a black wolf, though his fur is definitely beginning to winter. You can see he's got one eye, and typically can be found stalking the inns in the lower section.
Okay.
Further information will, while not necessarily needing an information broker, will cost for us to do the legwork for you.
Yep. Okay.
Like I said, you have until tonight to decide how long you're going to need, and then I'll set up the meeting. And if you need longer than tonight to decide how long you need, then so be it. Just let me know.
Sounds good.
All of these contracts have a month limit on them. If the target's not dead within a month, then the contract returns to us, and we will pass it off to somebody else. Or at least reopen it for somebody else.
Understood. Well then, shall we get started?
Yeah.
Now, you said you were interested in some snatch and grabs as well?
Let's take care of this first before we...
Yeah. Yeah, I
That's good.
think. Focus on this for now.
Well then, I wish you luck.
Yeah, I guess we head out. Unless anyone else has anything else they need to do here or what.
I grab my weapons off the table.
I mean, yeah.
Fair enough. All
We'll
right.
be in touch. I'll start heading out.
Guys, head on back up and back out onto the street. With that, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back in just a little bit.